good, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the newest update and going through the lab test with one of my friends, Peanut Butter. Why is your name not Peanut Butter? Basically, this adds a lot to the game, like a new dungeon, new mobs, new all of this, new all of that, etc. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Hey! Now, first up, let's get into the new gadgets. So you can find most of these new gadgets on the fantasy tech web, and one of them is this fly swatter. Think of this as a bat that does more damage to bug mobs exclusively. For example, if we grab a pincher bug here, you can see it only takes 2 hits with this fly swatter, and it actually makes a different sound. But if we use it on this, it doesn't make the sound, and it pretty much does the same thing as a bat would. So the next item is the mace. Basically, this mace, again, pretty much just kind of a reskin of a bat, but of course they wouldn't just add that to the game. Basically, let's say we have this giant and long pillar, and there's some mobs down there. Basically, you can jump down, and it can actually make a ripple effect, which will do more damage to the mobs in your... Hold up, quick interruption in the video. Since I'm kinda screwy, since I don't really know what's in this lab, we forgot a gadget. It's called the head turret, and basically whenever there's a mob, it'll automatically shoot towards it if the player is looking at that mob. It's pretty useful in situations, but anyways, back to the video. Now, of course, with these gadgets come new mobs and a new dungeon. We're going to check out the dungeon at the end of the video, but for now, we're going to check out these new mobs.
Turn around, Golden. Turn around.
What the fuck? Basically, this bug does free attacks. Spin out these peak bubbles, actually chomp it down on you, sort of similar to the pincher bug, and spitting out this sort of egg type thing that reproduces into babies. Screen, but have a closer look at it. It is this sort of eggish type thing, and whenever you hit it, it explodes and reproduces.
They look cute, but I want to slap them.
Go, man. Go for it. Basically, it reproduces into these little bugs. They're pretty easy to kill with this fly swatter, and that's pretty much all the mobs for the fantasy biome. Now, of course, there's going to be mobs on the fantasy biome, since that's pretty much the whole thing that's based right around this update. But there's not going to be fantasy mobs, but there's also going to be one on the suburbs tech web. It's our second flying mob into the game, and we're probably going to see more of these guys come into future updates. But basically, it targets onto the player instead of using a projectile attack. It more so bites. So as you see, I'm over here, and here, bro, talk. Can you talk for us? As you see, you can sort of hear him. Not that well, but go and place off that proximity chat sign. Now if he talks, go and speak for me. As you see, his mouth moves, but the closer I go to him, you can hear him a bit better. So go and talk for me now. As you see, I can more so hear him. Basically, this adds some more actual function proximity chat into the game. It makes it a bit better for maps about like climbing or only ups. So yeah, that's how the proximity chat side works. If I'm not wrong, I believe that was everything. If I missed anything, I will show it up on screen, pretty much all the notes and stuff. But yeah, of course, in the beginning of the video I said there was a dungeon, which is in the fantasy biome. So without further ado, let's go. So here we are in the fantasy dungeon. Now, if you want to get to any further in this point, basically you need to put in 3 keys, and by getting these keys, you need to do a certain amount of puzzles. I see this guy already helped us out by putting in the purple key, and as you see, you have to crawl through this little spike cracked, and by doing that, you could get yourself another key.
My head turret!
Basically, whenever we put these keys in, it should be able to open up this door.
Alright, let's go quick.
Chuck!
Oh, that was a bad throw.
Basically, once you get across this little part, it doesn't really matter how. You get the curse of health. this brings you down to only 500 cotton. You have to do this certain parkour while avoiding spikes, traps, and of course, bugs. Alright. Basically, once you make it after this part, you have to do a sort of glass bridge type thing, similar to Squid Games, and make it across this part. It's pretty easy since it's coded on the wall, which I'll show it up on screen. Actually, I kind of can't know if I show it up on screen because I suck at editing. I usually forget. But once you've done that, you will get the Curse of Darkness. Basically, you have to do this maze. And honestly, this kind of is actually sort of just... He's a big help to us because without him, we'd honestly have no idea where we're going. Once you make it past this part, you'll be greeted with this. This is the final part before you get to the next sort of area. And basically you have to fight off a bunch of mobs while protecting the beacon. So, without further ado, let's go. Ah, blue bug!
We're about to win.
Nice, we did it.
Yes, we won.
Alright, now we fight off the bugs. It's actually going to a new map where we fight off the queen. So, without further ado, let's go.
I would also suggest bombs to kill her.
I think you can use
I like
bombs.
the big boss because they do a lot of damage. These.
Alright, so let's go. This is the throne room. Basically, this is where the queen bug spawns. And you pretty much had to fight off in order to get new loot. Now, if you did watch the beginning of the video, I said, whenever the chest opens up is the best time to attack it. So, by using that advice, let's go kill that bug.
They all look
Say
the green
because I didn't
things.
really do much.
No, those just
We go through
those
vaults and
just
collect this
make it so these. It just makes it so the. So
You
putting
just
the
supposed to kill
putting
them.
the three of them in the vault.
Just like I said.
yeah, so
And now
putting
we
the-
got them.
putting in the
Let's
green
go back.
keys just makes it so the actual like.
So here we are, back to Fashion Village. So here we have our loot, and let's go sell it for some beans.
For durability, I'm not sure.
That's some solid beans right there. If you want to see more content and a future update on the desert biome, make sure to like and subscribe.
In the new
And I
dungeon,
will see you in the next
How
update.
far? How far into it?
Bye.